Just gonna do a little video here on the post-snap first step of your safeties when you're in the run and shoot offense, and this can be applied to any offensive approach. This can be applied to every offensive approach in Madden, but you use this in cohesion with the core concepts, all the option routes in the run and shoot offense. They're gonna, based on their first step post snap, they're gonna dictate where you're gonna want to go with the football. And if you've got all your personnel set, everybody should get to the spot in which they're supposed to be against whatever coverage is being ran against you. So I'm going to come out and I'm going to stay in 61X choice from the gun trips. Maybe I'll be able to show off the versatility of some of these concepts, core concepts. And generally, I feel like you're going to see a lot of nickel, a lot of dollar. I should have chose the Chiefs. I don't know why I chose the Ravens. Anyway, let's see here. We'll start with cover 4. So, one thing to note about your cover 2s, cover 4s, cover 6s is your safeties. Both their first steps are going to be backwards. Period. Neither of them are going to crash the box. So, well, notice pre-snap, most of your cover 4s, unless somebody's disguising it and whatnot. You're fairly good with your pre-snap reads and whatnot, but just notice their alignment pre-snap when they're not in some sort of press man situation. So notice my safeties' first steps are going to be backwards because they're in quarters coverage. So both of them backwards. Notice they didn't get the amount of space between them that they would get in a cover 2, because cover 2 you're in deep halves. So I'm going to run it again against cover 4. So I probably should have went to the out route originally, but I couldn't tell if he bailed out on it or if he was just if it was like a Mosey bailout or what. But notice again, cover 4. Notice your 2 safeties post snap. Doesn't matter where they line up, are going to drop almost straight backwards. And I'll run it one more time. Notice your safeties. I'm going to drop straight backwards into quarters coverage. So, from 4, we'll move to 2. Staying in choice. Go to cover 2. Just random. Alright, so staying in choice. Notice your safeties. Notice the splits are a little wider pre-snap. Okay. But notice post-snap, they don't drop straight backwards. They their drops into deep halves kind of have them stepping towards 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock on their respective sides. Notice, you see that? So if you could find the pocket, it's a touchdown every time. I'm telling you, cover 2. This playbook eliminates cover 2. Really eliminates a lot of coverages. Forces people to get very exotic. But again, we're in cover 2. safeties, instead of dropping straight back, they got kind of an angle. Like I said, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock on the respected sides. Pocket didn't hold up there, but I'm going to run it 3 more times for you. Again, this is cover 2. Cover 2. Again, this is cover 2. I don't know how he got the ball off there. That was ridiculous. Alright, and notice again, this is cover 2. Safeties have a little bit of an angle to their drop backwards. Middle of the field, parts like the Red Sea. Okay, so staying with the same play on offense. We'll go to cover 6. Alright, with the cover 6, if you can identify it right out of the gate, it's as simple as the defensive approach. It's cover 4 to one side, cover 2 to another. Okay? So you want to attack accordingly. And my favorite play against cover 6 is that pistol trips open outs play, because it has a backside post for your cover 2 part of the defense, and it has a high-low read to the outside of the numbers for the cover 4 side of the defense. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to stay in 61X choice, and I want you to notice the splits on these safeties are slightly different. You're going to have one safety drop backwards, complete, like one safety drop straight back because he's in cover 4, his quarters coverage, and you'll have another safety drop into a half. So if you're familiar with what a cover 4 looks like post snap, which we just went over, and a cover 2 looks like post snap, which we just went over, then if you see both of them in play on the same, see both of them on play post snap, just automatically assume it's cover 6. You're not always going to get to see cover 6 right out of the gate. This one in particular that we're looking at is a cover 6 show 2. I'd almost bet my life on it. We'll see after the play. Probably just lost my life, but we'll see. Again, one's in a deep half, the other one's in a deep quarter. Deep half, deep quarter. This option route that Julio's running when he runs that slant, I don't trust that thing worth a damn against zone coverage, because you've just got so much going on to your trip side of the field. So he's almost running his defender into a passing lane that more than likely would be there if we just let the offense do its thing. So again, cover 6, one safety dropping straight backwards, and the other safety has a little bit of an angle on its drop. One's in a deep half, and the other one's in a deep quarter. So you can see that theme just about everywhere. I'm going to run it one more time. Let me see if I can't fit that slant in there. I never throw that slant. If for some reason you get man coverage, he's going to assault that quarterback, and that slant will be there. That's about the only time that I run that slant. But again, deep quarter, deep half. Alright, moving on. Getting to some of our odd coverages here. Go to the same play, just we'll put the back on a different side. Alright, we'll start with 3. Why not 3? Okay, against cover 3. Pretty easy when it's when you got middle of field closed like this. Pretty easy to run. See cover 3. See if I can't find a couple of cover 3 show 2s. Kuechly just making a nasty read there. I tried to touch pass it in there, but so cover 3. This is an example here where we have 2 high pre-snap, but we can't eliminate cover 3 from post-snap. So cover 3, you're always going to have one safety diving into the box and another safety climbing or vacating for the middle of the field. There are some instances where you have double buzzes out there. You're kind of running that New Mexico 46 defense where they have Brian Urlacher playing the deep third in that cover 3 shell. But anyway, cover 3, we're looking for one safety to dive and one safety to vacate, or in some instances both safeties diving, but in that instance there'll be a read key on the field. If I see it, I'll let you know. Your middle linebacker will be your read key. You'll be able to tell if he's going to be in a deep blue. If you're playing another individual online, there's a possibility they could hide that from you, but you know, it's only one snap. So anyway, cover 3, one diving, one vacating. Was I in a cover 6 there? It might have been a 3 cloud show 2 there, maybe. Damn. Talking about 2 safeties, one of them diving and one of them not. Whoops. Neither of them dove there, huh? So that was definitely a 3 cloud show 2. Unfortunately, I wasn't ready for that one. Ew. See if I can't get to another 2-man shell. You know, if you're in this play in a game, you're reading your single side split end first. So, in the event that there would be a 3 cloud show 2, or right here's a 3 cloud, you'll be able to see based on your single side receiver that it's 3 cloud show 2. So, and watch, Julio's just gonna, if I'm not mistaken, he's gonna snap his route off and run that mini out there, but you'll be able to see with that cornerback diving and both your safeties bailing out. Notice the bailout on this one. It wasn't quite cover 6 because you didn't have anybody in a deep half, you had them in deep thirds, but you're let me go back and show the replay of that one in particular. So that this time we could see it on the field, so we could better prepare for it. But if you don't see it and you get caught slipping and you have to make a decision post snap, notice the drops here. Being that corner's up on Julio there, we know that safety is going to bail out to cover the deep third above him. And therefore, the other safety on the field is playing the middle third. And he's going to look like he's dropping straight back, but he has kind of I don't want to call it 11 o'clock, because that'd be too hard of an angle. It's like 11:30. So he's just moseying. Talking about the strong safety. on the right side of the screen here, getting to his middle third coverage here, but didn't do a very good job. If we had a better slot back in there than Justin Hardy, he might have ran a post. And if he runs the post, he usually snaps it to right here. It's looking pretty sexy. Anyway, see if I can't get another couple cover three show twos. Here's another too high cover three look. I'm hoping one dives. It happens more often than not against head-to-head and other owners. So see, one dives. It wasn't a huge dive, but that looked like a Mabel coverage. But he still dove. Run Mabel to this side of the field. Yeah, I don't know if that's considered Mabel or not, but I do know that this guy only runs a post against Mabel or 2, and that was not 2. So, anyway, again, hoping for another 2 high safety look here. 2 high cover 3, one looking to dive. And although he didn't dive, he didn't move backwards. So, a lot of my reads are based on 17, so again, again, he doesn't dive, but he doesn't bail out. So, and they're obviously not in a cover 0 here. So, watching 29, post snap. He's going nowhere. You got one safety bailing out and him going nowhere. So you're expected one to be in a buzz or one to be in a flat. In this case, he's in a buzz. And he didn't dive as much. That might be something special to just buzzes. But these are things that we need to know for the offense. So again, we're just gonna run covers. Anytime I see single high, I'm just gonna snap the ball. So I'm looking for that kind of 2 over the top. Here we go. This is another cover 3 cloud. So cover 3 cloud. Watch both your safeties bail out into thirds. Alright, so let's hope here we get one diving or one bailing out to the flats. Neither. Another cloud show too. Trap me. Alright, might have to go in and manually set a cover 3. There's one bailing out. Finally. I don't know why he keeps running that though. Usually snaps that thing off for a levels concept. You get a Jones, Gabriel, Hardy on the levels concept, so that's how the cover 3 is taught there. See, so it makes me wonder if he runs the post against when the safety's in the flat, he runs the post, and when he's in the buzz, he runs the levels. So that's something that we'll have to look into. Here's another 3 cloud. And again, I want to go over this before I cut the video. We'll go over some man coverage stuff later, but we got to get back to the Michigan State game. It's only halftime. We look like shit. So it's our 6th game in 13 days. So we got a lot of practice time coming our way. So again, I just want to show, I mean, you can see this one pre-snap, that they're either in cover 6 or cover 3 cloud of some sort. But choice is taught to read the single side first. So when you read that split in first, you can see that safety or that cornerback is in a hard flat immediately. And with that being said, you'll know that you have a high-low levels concept coming. The pocket didn't hold up there, but anyway, I'm gonna cut this video and we can handle some other stuff. Any questions you got, we can handle all that stuff. But I gotta run.